The stack panel allows you to stack objects one on top of the other. It's common for novice WPF users to understand what the stack panel does, but not why you would ever use one. Let's take a look at one place where the stack panel can come in very handy. Here's a grid with a number of rows, but only one column. We would like to show a text block acting as a prompt and a text box next to it to enter the data. We'd like them to be in the same row side by side. You certainly can enter two objects in the same row, in the same cell in a grid for that matter, simply by assigning them to the same row and column. And you could place them side by very carefully manipulating the margins so that one has a left margin far higher than the other and will align next to it. But much easier than that is to add a stack panel. Key to this approach is to set the stack panel's orientation to horizontal. Inside the stack panel, we place the text block and the text box. Because the orientation is horizontal, they'll be placed side by side. Let's give them a margin of 5 to create a little bit of space between them. There are a number of ways to set the margin. We saw this earlier, that you can set 4 parts of the margin, that is left, top, right, bottom. And if I wanted a margin of 5 on the left, top, right, and bottom, I could write 5, 5, 5, and 5. Another way that I can write this is I can just add 2 values. The first value will be split between the left and right margin, and the second value will be split between the top and bottom. The third thing that I can do is simply put a single value, and that value will be shared all around for all 4 values. And that's what I'll do here, and I'll do it on both so that they will both have a margin, top and bottom, left and right, of 5. Let's run the application, and you can see that both the text block and the text box have been placed into the same row, and they are side by side because they are both within the stack panel that has stacked them one next to the other. The default for stack panel is one above the other, and it's not uncommon to do simple grid-like layouts by using a combination of stack panels that are horizontal and those that are vertical.